Alex, you agree with Marco Rubio that in all likelihood the winner of this primary in Florida tonight will be the Republican nominee?
I would say in all likelihood, but not in all certitude. Yes, Florida's a big state, representative of the country. But, you know, when you look at other states, Mitt Romney is winning tactical victories, not strategic victories. He's winning victories because he does negative ads, kills his opponents, has a lot more money. But he hasn't won at the strategic level, at the message level, and that's why it hasn't translated nationally. Yes, Mitt Romney should win, but, you know, Rubio could be wrong. He hasn't heard Mitt Romney sing, evidently.
It wasn't that bad. Let's not get carried away. We'll talk a little bit about that later. The whole notion, though, of Newt Gingrich's strategy. What is his strategy? Let's say he were to lose decisively in Florida tonight.
Well, first of all, less than 10% of the delegates will be selected by the end of the night. Newt Gingrich still has an opportunity, if he has an organization, if he can find the money, to compete for about 180 delegates in the month of February. Big prize on Super Tuesday on March 6th. So there's no question that he can go the distance to accumulate delegates, especially if Mitt Romney cannot secure the nomination before mid-April, 1,144 delegates. So is there a path to the nomination? Absolutely. But I don't know if Newt Gingrich, given the fact that his campaign, he's come back from the dead twice. He's had more rebounds than Larry Bird. If he doesn't show tonight that he can close the race, that he can compete and stop the establishment from piling it on, then I think it's going to be really tough for him to secure the nomination.
And February looks really tough for Newt Gingrich. It's the march across the desert. There are very few primaries and caucuses, and Newt Gingrich thrives off what? Debates. Guess what? He doesn't really have much coming up, so he's going to need money, big money, to get ready for Super Tuesday. Can he find that if he takes a big beating in Florida? Maybe not.
And speaking of debates, he said this. It's a very controversial comment he made. I was, frankly, pretty surprised when he said it. As you know, as all of our viewers know, there are already 3 presidential debates scheduled for the fall before the November 6th election. There's a National Presidential Commission that does this. The last debate will be in Boca Raton at Lynn University. They already know where they are. They already have the ground rules. They have all of that worked out. Yet he now says this.
The reporters who run the debates have no interest in asking any question which will affect Obama. That's why, as your nominee, I will not accept debates in the fall in which the reporters are the moderators, because you don't need to have a second Obama person in the debate.
Alex, you think that's realistic, what he just said? Those 3 presidential debates that the commission has organized, he's not going to be in those?
I can't imagine that he really means this, but this is what scares Republicans about Newt Gingrich, and not just the establishment, everybody. That right underneath the surface, there's this angry Newt who, if he doesn't get his way, if things don't start going well for him, you know, he's much more likable when he's behind and he's moving up. But when he gets to a lead, he seems to not be able to deal with responsibility real well. But this, he's also called Mitt Romney, you know, a maniacal liar. That's going over the line on some things. Well, we'll talk about that, but he's coming unglued a little bit here at the tail end in Florida, and if that's what people see over the next week nationally when they look at what happened in Florida, it'll hurt him.